What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You already know what time it is. This is your boy, the historian. We are getting ready to start the benediction. But before we go ahead and get the benediction started, go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button. I already posted the link in the chat. You already know what to do. Let's go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have fallen to the Pittsburgh Steelers 18-15 today. I'm sorry, 18-10 today. Excuse me. So this has been one of those games. Pass protection was ass today. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it is. And again, McGarry got whooped up front. Kyle Pitts, piss poor blocking. That one penalty he had killed the momentum we had when we had momentum going. But we're not just going to get on that. Defense had piss poor tackling today. But again, there's a lot to unravel in this game, negatively and then positively, what we can also build on. But again, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the magnificent BirdCage crew because we got to go over this. We got Graybeard, and then we also got K-Dub in the building. What's up, fellas? Hey man, get it out your system. It's one game. I can't even look. And the thing is, the defense gave us chances today. They gave us chances today.
Multiple chances.
Even with piss poor tackling.
With the piss poor tackling, they didn't give up a touchdown today, man.
Nope.
Not one.
Nope.
And we still lost.
Hey, look, man. I mean, just my thoughts. I'm just gonna say I'm humbled. I have to eat my humble pie. I believe that. I just believe that, not playing these guys in the preseason to see what we really had, affected us, and because we may have seen in the preseason if he was getting sacked or if he was getting a lot of pressure on him, that we may have needed to address with some of the money. Maybe a better offensive line protection or some backups or anything in that nature to address some of those issues. But I still believe that we'll win some games and we'll make the playoffs. But just from a small sample size, I may have to adjust to some of the wins totals that I put out there. But I still believe we'll make the playoffs. But now we have to adjust, like you said, to the starters being out there. The defense really showed up and showed out. They didn't give up a touchdown. But I just feel like the rust from not playing in the preseason could be one of the reasons why they were missing some of the tackles. But I do like the aggressive style of Jimmy Lake and some of the things I've seen today. So just a broad overall view, I feel like a lot of these things could be corrected. I don't know about the offensive line. Maybe that $7.5 million that we freed up with Jesse Bates restructuring his contract, we have to be going after some more offensive line help, because you don't bring in a $100 million man and you can't protect him to get clean looks to get that ball out. But I mean, that's just my overall view of what went down today, and AJ has to do a better job, especially after just getting paid. I wanted to touch on that, and I mean, some bright spots. I mean, I don't want to just touch on everything right away, but that's just a broad overall view of what I've seen, and we'll get deeper into the show as we go.
Hey, do you got some more light? Because we barely see you on camera, dog.
Oh, okay, hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Talking about K-Dub. You good. Normally, it's you that ain't got no light. But today, you done came to the light with the benediction, so I already know you about to start some mess today. I can already see it. Look, me and K-Dub always start mess. But see, when you lean to the side like that and you got that gleam in your eye, I know you about to start some mess today because you was doing that in the damn chat.
I'm not about to start no mess, but
you a damn lie.
Come on, man. I'm not about to start no mess, but I just think McGarry is trash can juice. He's literally been getting his ass whooped the entire game. I mean, no matter where you put him at on the side of the offensive line, he's going to get his ass whooped. I mean, it was just pathetic. I mean, no, now just to pedal back a little bit, that was T.J. Watt, arguably the best pack rusher in football, point blank. But still, T.J.
And
Watt
and
looked
and
like
don't
he was
forget about the
compressed.
chip block that was messed up by number
I
8.
know, I
Oh
know,
yeah,
I
he catching
know.
smoke today. Just because he got
He,
one touchdown don't mean his ass
he
ain't getting no
got the
smoke
only
today.
touchdown in the game. But yeah,
And missed 3 blocks today. Key
I
blocks.
yeah, I get that, but still, he contributes something. What did McGarity did besides being the Marta Turnstile 24/7, 7 days a week? I mean
I'm
that.
sorry,
I
man.
mean,
I'm
look,
sorry.
I,
You
I
can't get away with you can't get away with piss poor. Like, here's the thing: the plays that they designed on that side, and I gotta give Zach Robinson credit for he designed and schemed up plays where Pitts was open. Pitts was open. You understand what I'm saying? Outside of being back in the back of the end zone, that play where he chipped Watt and he already had leaked out, he had that linebacker beat.
come on,
And his
coach.
problem was he didn't chip Watt hard enough to where McGarry could actually get hands on him. But again, as I said before, McGarry is the weak link on this line. I've said it many a days, and not just even that. It's the fact that our pass protection in the middle was bullied today. Dahlman got whooped today, and Chris Lindstrom got whooped today. And I love me some Lindstrom, but he was one of my X factors. But I gotta call a spade a spade. When you don't have at least 2 seconds to throw the football, you can't just put all that on Kirk Cousins. And I'm saying this because of the fact of we're hearing, oh man, he a bum. He asked. Here's the thing: how the hell can anybody throw the ball? Even Penix would have been hit today when
I'm glad he
nobody
wasn't in
was
the game.
blocking.
No, he
Nobody
need to
was
be in the game.
blocking.
Yeah, man.
And
I
then even
mean,
in the running game, Bijan had a good game, but you forget about the other guy, and when he gets put in or whatnot, he's falling forward still, and you stop using him.
Where was Drake London?
yeah, I didn't see him
Where
either.
was Drake
Drake
London
got a
at?
couple of catches today.
Where
I mean,
did he at? Because he was pissed off on the sideline, and rightfully so. He was not getting the football. I understand.
They,
Ray
they,
was a bright spot, but you understand you got that guy 8th overall in the first round. You got to utilize freaking weapons. That's all I'm
K-Dub,
saying.
I'm gonna let you have this one because your breakout player had a hell of a game today. Shout out to Ray McLeod, man. He did what the hell he was supposed to do today.
I talked about it in previous shows. I mean, Kurt Cobain said, throughout the whole training camp, that was that was his favorite target. So he's going to be open because he's the odd man out. He doesn't have that big name like a Drake London. Drake London is getting covered by a better receiver. I mean, a better cornerback. So he really goes by what the reads are, and if that's the guy he feels comfortable with, that's the guy he's going to go to. Now, Drake London had a better relationship on and off the field with the previous quarterback, so I believe that was a security blanket. I'll go to my boy Drake London, but that's not a favorite target of Kirk Cousins yet. Not saying he's not a great receiver, but he has to grow within the offense. That's why I said I want to reiterate back to the fact that that I want to reiterate back to the fact.
Yeah,
And we were saying I guess he dropped off because the thing I put up and I brought to everybody's attention multiple times, and y'all can all attest to this. And I said this even in the preseason. It's gonna take at least 6 to 7 games for that pass protection and Kirk to get on the same page with the receivers because it's a lot of moving parts. That's what everybody don't see. It's not just Kirk standing there. You got to realize Kirk actually had to get guys in position before the ball was snapped 3 times today. One of them we lost the fumble on because it bounced off the tight end, and the tight end was trying to hurry up and get across, but he didn't see when Kirk was telling him to stop because Kirk knew the ball was coming. As you know, I gotta give Greg Olsen his credit. He said it was a train wreck waiting to happen when that guy didn't look up. So I gotta let we always get up in here. I'm gonna let we got Rich, and then we got our boy Thomas that's driving, getting his money today. We're going to let Thomas start off, Rich, Coach Cam, but we already know what you're going to get into. I already see, I got the posture I see the face. I know. Thomas, what's up, man?
What's good, fellas?
What you got for us today?
It's two problems. First problem is you don't ever play a preseason without playing your players together for some chemistry. That's a no-no. And all the issues you just named, they wouldn't have been there if you'd have played the damn players. At least one quarter, a couple drives. That's the first problem. Second problem, the best player on the field was actually two of them. Was Bergeron and Jake Matthews. They ran the ball down Pittsburgh's throat every single play to the left, and they went away from it. Game-winning drive, Bijan to the left, tearing them up. They can't stop the left front. You never go away from the. Did you ever see the Tennessee Titans stop giving Derrick Henry the ball when he was running in his prime? No. Nope. Why are you throwing the ball? Pittsburgh has been killing Kirk all day with pressure. The secondary is getting confused all day. Our offense coordinator is confused all day. The only thing they weren't confused about was a run left. They couldn't stop it. What did they do? First play, run left, count them, 15 yards. Never went back to it, interception. They couldn't stop the run. Bergeron and Jake Matthews was murdering them boys. But the best two players on the field, it's hard to say that because Bates was balling, Grady was balling, but Judon was all over the place most of the time. Mm-hmm. But none of them could mess with Bergeron and Jake Matthews today. Them boys were road graders. All you got to do is run it, and you win this game 28-3 because they can't score if they ain't got the ball. You don't need defense if they ain't got the ball. You don't need the clock in your favor if they ain't got the ball. You don't need Kirk Cousins if they ain't got the ball. And Algier and Bijan is gouging the left all game long. That's all you had to do. This game was over in the first quarter. I was texting people. Obviously not y'all, but I was texting people first quarter. I'm like, oh yeah, it's over with. They can't stop the run to the left. Bijan's going for 200. Nah. You want to do all this other stuff? At least Arthur Smith knew, not to have the ball out too much, with Fields. At least he was smart enough to do that. And the other problem, why do you keep trying to block T.J. Watt with one man? Why do you keep leaving Pickens down the field with one man? Why? They're the only two players the Pittsburgh's got. Oh, yeah, that's why they're 9-7 all the time. They suck. You double team Watt, you double team Pickens, it's a blowout. And run the ball up, it's a blowout. All the other stuff, the chemistry factor, well, that's ain't even been a factor because you should have been running left. You wouldn't have to worry about this. You wouldn't have to worry about a fumble snap. You don't have to worry about none of this. Run the ball up, but they can't stop it. I know it's one game. I know it's overreaction right after the game. But that's concerning, man. That's concerning.
Well, what you got, Rich?
Got no preseason.
Well, first of all, when Kirk Cousins asked him could he play during preseason, this is why I blame the coaches on this. They told him no. He said, I want to get the jitters out. I want to get my first hit. He said, I want to get the timing down. Can I play during preseason? What they told him, no. Even today,
there you go, man.
They didn't look like the offensive side of the ball didn't look like they came to play football. They looked like they came to protect Kirk Cousins, meaning we're going to play enough to protect them because we still scared. To me, it fall more on the coaches than Kirk. And I think Kirk was frustrated because they wouldn't open that playbook up for him and they keep doing the same. Like my prime thing, I'm going to tell you, this was, and I know a lot of people might disagree with me, but this was my biggest knock on last year with Arthur Smith. I am tired of seeing the Bijan show. Please quit talking to me about Bijan. Tyler Algier had one touch for 13 yards. Literally one touch for 13 yards. They could not stop that man. Whether it was left or right, T.J. Watt couldn't even stop him. And you take him, man, I'm going to tell you, they pulled the camera over to Algier. He over there shaking his head. This is the game you put your heavy hitter in, not your speed back. This Pittsburgh. What were you thinking? Even I know better than that, and I'm not a coach. I've never coached a game. I've only played it to a high school level, but I'm smart enough to know that I wouldn't even have put Bijan in there first. You to get him tired, then you let him run all over the field. You don't bring him in running over the field when they got all their energy. You pound him with Tyler. Tyler went to the left, to the right, up the middle, so it didn't matter about a TJ Watt. Slow the game down. Let Tyler run the ball. That man had 1 touch for 13 and 1 touch for 7. Tyler ready to show y'all that 1,000-yard rusher again, and they just won't play him. I just don't get it. It's like Bijan, in my mind, is more, if we gonna really be real, scat back-ish type. When it comes to playing them hard yards, when it comes to, because see, I'm gonna tell you why I'm upset with the offense today, right? Because when I watched the Baltimore game, when I watched the Philly game, when I watched the KC game, you know the one variable that I seen on all 3 of them teams, and 2 of them we got to play, if you spread that defense out, they trash. I watched it with my own 2 eyes. Every time that defense got spread it out, whether it was KC or whether it was Philly or whether it was even Baltimore, that's why the games were so high scoring. Because they would spread the defense out and they didn't know what to do after that. We have a defense where even if you play them tight or spread it, we have safeties. We got cornerbacks. We got a safety that can cover Hughes. So that shouldn't really be an issue. But if you got an issue where your quarterback got to tell the tight end where to line up and he still don't line up in the right spot, and it's a penalty when you had a momentum drive, it's a killer. When you get man, I seen Caleb, man, I'm gonna tell you why I hate Caleb McGarry, and it's not because TJ Watt the best. We all know he the best. It's because it was 3 plays that the camera tuned into him, and he just standing there letting TJ Watt just come on through because you scared of the pressure. If you scared of the pressure, get off the team. I watched him literally stand to the side, bro, and that made me so mad. I'm like, bro, how you got all that size and you just stand to the side and let them just run through? Like,
hey, Rich, you see this trash we got on the screen? And yeah, I said it's trash because if you like anything about them gumbo eating jokers out of a toilet bowl, you trash. But thank you for supporting the show, though.
I mean,
but you're still trash.
Carolina Panthers. I'm not.
Oh no, that's a Saints fan that's up in here.
No, that's what I'm saying. Fan. Y'all played Carolina. Y'all supposed to did what y'all did. That's neither here nor there. Y'all didn't play Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
You know, but it just irritates me because I seen the frustration in Kirk Cousins' face because one thing I can say Arthur Smith knew about Caleb McGarry was when we play a team like Pittsburgh, I'm going to get Pruitt out there with them to chip them every play. But we let our big tight ends really go. We don't really have no big, humongous tight end if you really think about it, because it clicked to me, damn, we don't really got no Darnell Washington or no Michael Pruitt or no Jonnu Smith. So we have to improvise. But if we going to do that, Caleb McGarry going to have to go. Because now you're a major liability if we can't chip block. If we ain't doing no chip blocking, you need to go.
I was gonna let Cam go real quick, but they didn't use Charlie Warner, and Charlie Warner was brought in for that purpose.
Exactly.
They shouldn't have been throwing him the ball.
But they didn't even. The offense didn't even know the plays that you could tell. They get on the field and don't even know what to do.
They didn't even know how to line up properly.
That's basically what I mean. So you're not,
Cam,
and I understand the frustration from a Zach Robinson end too, because he like, what are y'all doing? We do this in practice, but that's a part of not playing in preseason. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong because I'm not the head coach, but those think about it. Pittsburgh were making them same mistakes that we made today in preseason. I watched the game, so I know they did.
Cam, what you got, man?
With the way they lining up, that's why KC in that Baltimore game kept getting called like that, because they weren't working out the wrinkles of how to eat. They didn't even know how to line up properly. but at least they played enough in preseason where they was able to fix it real quick. Now, I know defense, I'm going to be honest. I don't got nothing to say about defense besides I do think it was a little too much zone. That's why they kept letting Pickens get behind them versus playing man. I don't even understand why you let Pickens get behind you anyway, but that's neither here nor there because they still did their job on top of that. But one thing I say about the defense before you go to the next person, I love it. You know why I love it? I ain't never, since I've been a Falcon fan all these years, I've never seen my defense ready to fight somebody. Period. Never. We don't even carry ourselves like that. Them boys were like dogs on that field. Judon, that's all you heard. Grady, first sack of the game. Simmons letting you know, nah, he ain't catching that today over here. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Bates coming in, putting pressure. Then you had a couple of AJ signs. I ain't really mad at AJ. Only reason I'm mad is because the play that you call allowed Pickens to get behind. But other than that, defense, I love my defense, boy. They was dogs today.
Hey, man, let Cam go. You gonna sit here and give up the whole space. Man, we gotta pass the communion cup, man. What you doing?
Pass the collection plate, man. Come on.
Pass the communion cup. We ain't take John ain't in here yet, so we can't take collections just yet.
Nah, I'm gonna just piggyback off of what Thomas and Rich was saying. We got to get from here on out. I don't want to hear nothing else about preseason reps. That needs to happen immediately from here on out. I don't care who the coach is. I don't care who the starter is. I don't care how long you played in this league. Preseason reps are mandatory from here on out. But I'm not going to talk about the offense. I'm really going to talk about this defense. Coach Lake is, well, he is who he is. This is what he did at Washington. And he didn't stay there very long. He stayed there for a year and a half before he got fired. Let's just call a spade a spade. This was a bad hire, in my opinion. I didn't like the hire from the beginning. And this proves why I didn't like the pick from the beginning. Secondly, we're not going – Scoop told me something earlier about the whole breakdown on the last play before half. That wasn't A.J. Terrell's fault. That was Jesse Bates' fault. Secondly, why are we playing soft zone as much as we played the whole game? Up until the last half, maybe the last quarter and a half, you start to see the defense get a little bit more aggressive, but it's because our backs was up against the wall. We have to start to lean on these guys that we're bringing in. You have to lean on this defense to really do what they're supposed to do. You bring in these guys like Judon and Jesse Simmons, and you don't even feature them pretty much throughout the game until when they needed to make a play. So we have to do a lot better in that aspect. But as far as the one thing I will say about the offense, Tyler Algier needs more damn touches.
Thank you.
Point blank, period. Like, there's absolutely no reason why Tucker Truck had one carry
for 13 yards
the whole game. He had one carry, and the fact that he hit the hole or he hit the lane in the way he was supposed to, he could have easily broke that, but unfortunately he couldn't. Bijan missed way too many lanes where he could have got additional yardage. I love Bijan. I think he's going to be a phenomenal player in this system. But when you run the ball, you want to tire out the defense to force them to kind of load the box. That's when you get to see Kirk Cousins do his thing. They only have to rush 4 people the whole game.
Yep.
They didn't run safety blitz either like they normally do.
They just pent their ears back.
And the last thing before I pass it on, y'all might get mad with me. Y'all might say that I'm overreacting, but this is 4 years. Caleb McGarry has been the same person for 4 years. The man is a turnstile. He can't stop a cold.
With the cure.
He don't even try to.
He don't even try. That's the sad part. Storm Norton should have been a starter last year. We saw what Storm Norton can do. He's a way better pass blocker. He doesn't do as well as run blocking, but we have an immobile quarterback in Kirk Cousins. You want him standing up.
Exactly.
Your best option for that was to put in Storm Norton, but we didn't, and Kirk Cousins paid for it a lot.
The offense paid for it a lot.
Man,
that man couldn't even get the ball out of his hand.
Scoop.
He didn't even have enough time.
Boy, you know it's serious when Scoop come in here. He got on the Lokes and he got a red cup in his hand. We rarely see the Black Wall Street Journal pop up. He here today, so let's go, Scoop. What you got, man?
Hey man, good afternoon. Y'all can hear me just fine.
Yeah, we can.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so look, Ryan, I'm not gonna overreact because it's week 1. But I will say this: the heavy dosage of running plays, I think that's gonna happen for the next couple weeks. And listening to Greg Olsen today, I'm starting to believe that Kurt ain't 100% being in that pistol formation because he right. Like, you know, normally you'll have somebody at pistol that can move.
Go ahead.
But handing the ball off the way he was handing the ball off, it made sense that this is gonna happen for the next couple weeks. We just got to be prepared for it.
Hey, Scoop,
Now
he
we
looked
played.
a little gimpy out there. He looked a little gimpy out there.
I ain't gonna say he looked a little gimpy, but I will say this: I don't think that he's 100% the reason why they went with the game plan they went with. It was a real safe game plan today, and they
Yeah.
were hoping for Pittsburgh to make mistakes on defense, and they didn't.
No.
And I say this as far as the defense, like I disagree with you, Cam. I think that everybody held their own. I don't think and I will say this too. Today y'all saw one of the best NFL players in NFL history play today, and that was Mr. TJ Watt. I don't care if you had a 2-time, 3-time All-Pro at right tackle today. He was gonna get his ass handed to him today by TJ Watt. TJ Watt was in his own zone today, and it was unfortunate because it didn't matter if you chipped him or not. Like, didn't nobody want no smoke. TJ Watt came with a game plan today. He wanted to whoop everybody.
Your boy Pitts ain't want none of that smoke either when he had a shot at him.
But that's the thing. Pitts didn't want none. Like, you know what? Hey, Ryan, this is what's sad. You know who I missed today? I missed Mike Davis. Because Mike Davis wanted to smoke. Man, that's all he was going to be able to give you. He could chip all day long. He ain't finna give you a whole lot of yards on the run. But that's just something that I noticed today. And then last thing, Mr. AJ Terrell. Hey, AJ Terrell, you just got paid, bro. Something got to shake, man. Because you didn't go against Justin Jefferson today. You didn't go against Jamar Chase. You didn't go against Devontae Adams. You went against George Pickens. And it ain't no knock against George Pickens. But the way you just got paid, Pickens ain't supposed to be doing what he did today. And that's it for me.
20 plus the yards, run.
Hey, Scoop, quick question.
Catch.
Quick question. What about what I said about the defense did you disagree with as far as my personal outlook on what I saw today? Just based on today.
So me being a defensive guy, and Ryan, you can agree or disagree, but giving up field goals all day long, I'd take that any day.
Yeah, because we didn't give up no touchdowns. I'm with you on that. Offense didn't convert. The defense gave, as I said in the breakdown,
and not just that, Ryan. Not just that, Ryan. Technically, we turned the ball over 5 times.
Yeah. I mean,
so to hold your own and not give up a touchdown, that's a win for me on defense.
Hey, Cujo, that's funny, man.
Cujo.
That's funny. Hey, look. You that drive home, man. Hey, look, we're going to still stay behind these birds. We got to work out the kicks. But like Scoop said, though, that defense did a great job. I just feel like when you put him on the field that much, he would have gave up more points in the past.
I got to pin that. That's the comment.
And then I can't help they got an outstanding kicker, man. He was kicking long field goals, hitting them off.
Absolutely, but I'm not saying the defense played bad. I'm saying that we should have blitzed a lot more and got out of that zone because you allowed Justin Fields to get a rhythm and got comfortable. So once he got comfortable, he was able to do the things he was doing. They should have put more pressure on him and got out of that zone. That's the only thing that I'm saying about the scheme.
Cam, I don't even think he was
especially
comfortable.
at halftime. Especially right there before halftime. But
Hey,
he's still
Thomas,
been
hold
there for
up.
10 hours.
Hey, Thomas, hold up. We actually doing a roundabout right now. We're letting everybody kind of
Oh,
get in.
I heard a couple guys talking. I
No,
thought
you
y'all
good? Because we gonna turn it loose where everybody can jump on it. Because I saw you stepped away, and I already know what you was getting ready to start doing. You was about to start that smoke. But we gotta let my man Demond. We gotta let my man Demond from We Talk Hawks TV. Our country cousins is what we say. They represent the Atlanta Hawks version of the cage. So what's going on, Demond, man? Talk to me, bro. What's up, man? You're on mute, bro.
Take your mic off mute.
You got to take your mic off mute.
I can show you how to take the mic off mute.
No,
on
your
device. My bad.
There you go.
All right,
there
good.
You
I should already know this, but I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, I know I said on our last show there shouldn't be too many of these Benediction shows. Looks like I was wrong. We off on the wrong foot. Once again, I'm a Falcon fan. I'm more of a basketball guy, as everybody knows. I'm more basketball. So if I say something that's not, football, hey, forgive me, correct me. But this is my thoughts on it. Kirk Cousins. They should have played him in the preseason. But seeing him play today, now I kind of see why they didn't play him. He didn't look like he had any type of mobility while he was in the pocket. Like nothing at all. Like it was crazy. Like it's like somebody told him, once you drop back, you're not allowed to move nowhere. Just stand there. So that's one thing. They didn't play him in the preseason. So I agree with my guy. I think something wrong with him. Probably not 100% recovered from whatever injury he had. I'm on Kirk Cousins today. My quarterback is responsible for 4 turnovers. I know y'all said 5. I was trying to think what the other one was at, but the interceptions to me, like just throw the ball away or fall down. Like the interceptions he threw, the missed interception, the receiver, it looked like he threw it to the DB on that first one. The interception that he threw on the side, the pass wasn't even gonna get to the receiver. No, I'm like, what did you do? Just throw the ball away, my guy. Throw it away. And then, bruh, he called my guy in motion. He knew he messed that up. He tried to tell him to stop, but he didn't see him. That's a turn in my opinion. That's on the quarterback. So like, for us to pay that money, and right, I know we friends on Facebook. You saw me talking trash early, so you know I got to go pay those bills on Facebook because they want me over there. I agree with Coach Cam. I think that was Coach Cam who said that about where was Algiers at? Like he was killed when he went on that first run. I was like, oh yeah, just run him through between them tackles all day. We didn't see no more. I was like, oh, I don't know. With Bijan, I was in a group chat, and to me, Bijan don't look like he big enough to be taking them pounds like he was taking it. Like he was getting some hits today. You know, it was good to see him with the ball, good to see the playmakers with the ball, but some of the hits he was taking, I'm like, bro, maybe y'all might want to let's even out that load some. On the defensive side of the ball, man. Listen, being a lifetime Falcon fan, bro, I really don't. When you give up, technically, in my opinion, the defense gave up 15 points. You give up 5 field goals, man. You supposed to win that game. You know, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. You give up.
You absolutely right.
You give up 15 points in the NFL, and they all on. Let's keep it a buck. Like somebody said earlier, they some long ass field goals. I could live with that all day. You know what I'm saying?
I said that.
Put 10 points on the board. That's crazy to me. You know, when you just spend $100 million on the quarterback, and I hate it for Raheem, but and I hate to say this, Falcons got to win because I'm sure if Kirk Cousins have another awful game, you gonna start hearing them people calling for Penix.
Yeah.
We already got one person in here that's been saying that before the season started.
Hey, you gonna have the media right there asking Raheem, hey, so do we have a controversy or what? So I mean, you know, Kirk Cousins, he got to get on the ball. I put the blame on Kirk Cousins. Now I understand like the offensive line didn't perform the standard, but the reason I'm really not getting on the line, because then I'm like, well, if I get on the line for Kirk Cousins' mistakes this year, I got to get on them. I got to get Desmond Ridder some grace because he was playing behind a line that was just as bad. So I mean, and probably depending on how you look at Arthur Smith, substandard play calling.
But let's be real. The problem, Damon, and I've been saying this for the longest, and I've been saying it, is pass protection. It's been the Falcons' problem for the last 3.5 years. And it's already showing its ugly head right now because I'm not gonna put all that on Cousins. The interceptions, yes, but some of them interceptions that he threw today, I want you to go back and look at how he got walloped when he was trying to deliver the ball, and when you had TJ Watt knocking the snot out of him all day, or you had Cam Hayward in the back making him uncomfortable today. So it was a lot more than that.
So let me ask you this:
what's up?
So the offensive line. So are you putting that blame on the general manager or with your general manager? Because obviously he drafted. I mean, you got money invested in Matthews, money invested in what's my guy name? McGarry. Money invested in what's my guard? Lindstrom. So I mean, like it looked like the Falcons spent money. Did they spend the money on the wrong players? Should they let those players go? Because it sounds like, and I hate to say it, if y'all mad at that sounds like some Atlanta Hawks shit. When we be spending money on substandard, non-all-star players, and we
here's the difference. It's not like the Hawks because guess what? Arthur Blank will spend the money. That ain't the problem. We've already seen that. We saw that with Michael Vick that he would spend the money. The problem is they did not get McGarry's replacement. That was the problem. The reason why they signed McGarry was to keep Chris Lindstrom here in Atlanta because he's really the best guard in the football. He was literally great at the best guard. Today, Pittsburgh pretty much just said the hell with strategy. We just gonna outmuscle you. We just gonna keep coming down the pipe, and guess what? We gonna force you to beat us.
So that's
a problem.
They kept Lindstrom because of McGarry.
Yep.
Yeah, they get friends.
That's some Atlanta Hawks shit. That's why
was a buddy package right there. That was a buddy package right there. I can tell you that now. That was a buddy package.
Well, I'm about to get up out of here, but my last question is this. So if you pay Lindstrom, they don't have its replacement. What is the move? I mean, it sounds like to me your hands tied.
I answer it for you. Cam said it earlier, and I've said it on the show before. Storm Norton is the guy that you need to have in.
Storm Norton.
This is my last question. Do NFL teams play politics? Like,
yes.
So when y'all say
it's all about who gets paid the most.
When y'all say Storm Norton is better, can I sit here and say, okay, so they probably won't really get this guy to rest because you got all this money invested in Lindstrom?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's exactly like that, bro.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. We got to deal with.
Yeah, Lindstrom ain't the problem. If McGarry did that trash.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you mentioned Lindstrom name.
No, Lindstrom.
Maybe I got to mix up. My bad.
That dude's got an all-pro resume.
I might have got him mixed up.
Yeah.
Hey, I see you backstage, Darian. William, what you got for me? Because I know you've been waiting.
Now I would say three things, man. We've been bad on offense, man. We couldn't get the pass protection, Caleb McGregory. We didn't put tight end help with Caleb McGregory. So TJ Watts who had he was looking at his shots like we're gonna attack that right tackle spot, and Kirk Cousins with the critical interceptions. I don't know what he was reading when he seen the defense was bracking coverage, like nobody wasn't open. So I was just see why you didn't threw the ball out of bounds or just did it to the ground or something. But man, poor performance on Kirk Cousins. The defense played good. But I need AJ Terrell to step up and turn his head around and look for the ball because he let George Pickens have a field game on him. That's all I got to say.
And Damon, I know you were saying you were gonna step out. Let the folks know where they can find you at, bro.
Yeah.
Your mic's muted, bro. You done muted yourself again.
I done muted myself again, man. Listen, hey, y'all know where I be at, man. We Talk Hawks TV, man. Listen, hey, we about to get in the preseason. We about to, well, you already know, we rebuilding, so shit, it's gonna be just another blah blah blah.
They say we the number one sleeper team out there this year.
Yeah, we're gonna sleep our way to the 8th or 10th seed and sleep in the play-in. That's what we finna do. But hey, come tap in with us. Hey, come tap in with me over there, man. I'm a die-hard Hawk fan, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Come over there. It's a fan channel, interactive. Everybody's welcome to come on the panel and talk. We do I do the watch-alongs and I do post-game live show. So come tap in. Ryan be there all the time. Kata be there. You feel me? Darian be there. Cujo and them be there. So come tap in, man. Don't be scared over there, man. My basketball knowledge and the Hawks is way better than my shit on the Falcons. So I won't be making no mistakes. I don't make no mistakes over there. So
let's just be real. When the Hawks lose, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you go. When the Hawks lose, can't nobody get one damn word in over there. No. Let's be real on that.
No,
with your ass, nobody can get one damn word in when the Hawks lose. We all know this.
I'm genuinely angry when the Hawks lose. I'm angry.
So you angry a lot, then?
So I am. I'll be angry all the time. They'll tell you. Shoot, they'll tell you I'm mad. But come
what's
tap
up,
in
Darren? What you got for us?
Appreciate you, Ron. Thanks, my guy.
All right, man.
Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? So yo, if I see Caleb McGarry in next week over Storm Run, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. I didn't know a man can get abused so bad. I had no idea. I'm talking about every play, every drop back. He was getting his ass whooped constantly.
Oh yeah.
And generally, his calling card is he's a good run blocker. He didn't really do that because I saw what's his name Watt in the backfield doing that too on rushing plays. So you really couldn't even run to that side. Nope. Drew Dalman's too small to be a center. I'm sick of seeing him get his ass whooped too. Saw all last year. Dalman and McGarry gotta go. Like you need something else. Kirk Cousins, he can't be healthy. Cause y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Were we in the pistol the whole game?
Majority of the game we were in the pistol. He went under center a few times when he was handing off either to the left side and to the right. And we rarely went to the right when Watt actually got in that backfield and he put his helmet right in Bijan's chest.
Did we run a play action at all?
In the pistol.
Did we run a play action play at all?
We only ran like 3 or 4 play action plays, man. Honestly.
So the man can't move then, right?
Why are we starting Kirk Cousins? This man can't move like that. That's what I want. Let's go.
We paid him $100 million.
We paid him $100 million.
That's why it's all about the money.
No, I understand that we paid him $100 million, but make sure he's 100% healthy before we put him out there. Just to satisfy the fans that in week 1 is not helping us.
And then Damon asked the question like why Cousins wasn't really throwing the ball or throwing the ball away. Generally, a quarterback throws the ball away when he's on the run, like either to the left or the right, outside the pocket. Cousins can't move to throw the ball away.
Exactly.
So that's a problem.
To answer your question, K-Dub, the reason why Penix is not starting is because if Penix plays well, you can't pull him to put in Kirk Cousins.
I get
and that's money. That's $100 million wasted.
You have to start him. You have to start Cousins to give him the chance to be the quarterback we paid him to be. But if Penix goes out there and he's on fire and he's winning games, do you pull him for Kirk? You can't do it. You can't do it backwards. It got to be forward to back. Can't be back to forward.
Can't hustle backwards.
No, I got you. So I mean, trying to make some of these experts, you know, that poo-pooed us in the beginning, make them right because this guy's not healthy and it looks like you need to be going with his backup right now. That's losing games. It's not going to be a healthy way to look
I'm
at
not
it.
even gonna say Kirk ain't even all the way healthy because I think he was healthy enough to step up in the pocket and get rid of the ball. But again, I'm not gonna sit there and put all that on Kirk. I got to put that on the offensive line pass protection. I've been saying this for the longest. My man Thomas that was in here said it. He's still up in here driving trucks right now. And we've been saying this for the past 3.5 years. 3.5 years. It's the same thing. And everybody's like, oh, well, we can't, we got to upgrade in the line. I'm like, outside of Bergeron, what upgrades have we gotten? Because it's the same BS that we have. And the problem is the left side is the strong side. The right side is as weak as flavorless Kool-Aid in a damn Connecticut 80-year-old white woman sandwich club. Just being real with you on that. That's how I feel about that, dog. It's just that bad. Like, it's a problem. Until we can actually get somebody over here that can hold his nuts, excuse my French, and I said it, he can hold his nuts on one side and pretty much beat you with the left hand on the other side, we still gonna be as weak as flavorless Kool-Aid, bro. It's just what it is.
And it's
been a problem for years.
It all starts with the center quarterback exchange too. Because Dalman is still throwing the ball in the dirt to the left and to the right. He's not hitting the quarterback in the chest. It throws timing off. And a lot of
we had a chance to draft a center. And matter of fact, K-Dub, and I got to give you I'm taking your side on this one because I agree with you on this. Now, I said we should have drafted a center. I said draft a center. You said go get a veteran center. Yeah. At this point, either option would have been perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you would have got a veteran quarterback. A veteran center would have just been a great marriage because they see things similar and alike. You get a guy that's piss poor at their center position. You've seen a lot of shaking his head from Kirk Cousins. He's fired up inside. Because I understand he threw those picks, but it's like a lot of things like, man, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? But I feel like those things will get worked out. The schedule opens up so tough in the beginning. We don't have a tune-up game or a warm-up game to get those wrinkles and fix things.
That's what the preseason was supposed to be for, though.
I know.
K-Dub was the one who kept saying why we can't play him in the preseason.
Yeah,
he did say that, but then he said, I got to trust Raheem Morris, and we just going to have to just roll with it. That was what he said. I was complaining the whole time because he gave me an earful about that. I said, dude, I get trusting Raheem, but with a guy like Kirk, he got to have some reps. He got to, because that was just
that's one of the first coaching decisions that I disliked from Raheem is I wish you could have got them guys, like a lot of people are saying, piggyback at least a half, something to see that, okay, man, McGarry can't block well over here. I understand we know because we've been following this team for the last few years, but maybe that coaching staff, the new coaching staff, have to see it for themselves that McGarry is a major problem. And we need to address that problem while we have time in this offseason, while we have a little bit of money. Let's see what we can do, because what we're doing right now is not conducive to where we want to go. But I just feel like it's time to correct the issue, but it doesn't get any easier even next week. So it is what it is, and we got to go back to the drawing board and fix the issues that we have and get ready for next week.
Well, I'm not mad at the defense.
The issue.
Go ahead, because we got a special guest in the back right now.
Yeah,
okay, I got to give him the introduction.
Yeah, part of the issue. What you got to say, bro? No, I think part of the issue is the offensive line. That has to be one of the first things we need to address is that offensive line.
Yeah.
And I know it's gonna be a hard film study tomorrow, but Taylor McGarry, go ahead and put on that dunk cap real quick, because you are the trash of the week player for the city of Atlanta. Because you couldn't stop.
I think a little bit of it, like I said, Kirk Cousins' immobility. Because generally, like I said, if we only ran 3 play action plays, generally you run the play action to stop, to help slow down that rush.
Yep.
But if he can't move and run the play action, you're screwed.
Is that part of the reason why we were getting a pistol and a freaking shotgun like Kevin DePinto snap?
Yes, we
that's the reason why.
We went over that. Yes, that's the reason.
Yeah, we went over that one. But we gonna bring somebody that's as live as a pistol, but as smooth as a late night operator when the games are going on. We got the DJ, Mr. Larry, the Dixon Way. What's up,
going
Larry?
on, What's going on,
Doing
guys?
all
How y'all
doing
doing?
all
Hey
good,
man, we
man.
need to call you Barry White because you got that radio voice, bro.
Man, call me upset Falcon fan right now. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
What's
Hey
up?
man.
Pissed
Appreciate
off
you
just
letting me
like
on.
you.
Appreciate you letting me on. All as always, guys. Before I even move forward, as always, don't be that dude. Hit the like button, all right? But it's good content. If you've been sitting here listening, you ain't hit the like button. What's going on with your life? For real,
What's
for real.
going on?
Come on, man. For real.
Amen.
All right. So
Amen. Amen.
my thoughts on the game. This game looked like a preseason game. Offensively, it looked like a preseason game. If I also defense played great outside of the one play that I guess Jimmy Lake just fell asleep on. It looked like a confusion in the play because it seemed like on the other side where it was trips on the top side, everybody was in man. But AJ was in zone. And if you see how Jesse Bates played it, he couldn't have been the way that was because he was supposed to be in press man. So he just sat there and released him to nobody. He did a little in and out that was slow as heck, no pressure enough to get that pass off. So yeah, AJ got cooked today. There's no sugarcoating. He got fricasseed. Okay, if I see Anderson in Troy Anderson for Nate Lehman in no more, someone needs to get fired. Literally saved the game to be within reach with that Superman stop a quarterback tush push. Like, come on, man. Stop. I don't care what you drafted on Troy Anderson. Guess what? You failed. Stop forcing him in there if he can't do his job. All right. Outside of those two things, those are the only two things that I'll see. Troy Anderson. No, Nate Lehman need to be starting. Period. Point blank. Period. Point blank, bro.
Yeah.
There's no more discussions. I mean, I know it's a new defense coordinator. They're gonna, assess people, this, that, and everybody get enamored with the speed and the 40 time and all this, how much he can lift. But nah, Nate Lehman is a dog.
Yeah.
Is an absolute dog.
That was my X Factor player for this week. I picked him and I picked Chris Lindstrom. Those are my two X Factors.
Yeah, I mean,
hey man, look here.
I got him highlighted in my notes.
I saw you guys when I came in talking about the turnstile. We all know who the turnstile is. The escalator, the turnstile, whatever you want to call it, a street cone. Yo, also, if my offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, in his first year offensive coordinating, can't send a legitimate block over there to help him because he's getting whooped like he stole something at the corner market, as mama just throwing back out there, it's like, no, we're going to take you back up to the store and whoop you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to whoop you here. I'm going to whoop you in front of the store just to know that I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, why would you leave that man on the island like that? Like, why would you leave that man on the island? Like, why would you leave him? Like, it was like first half, I was like, okay, they're gonna make an adjustment. They're gonna bring tight end number 2 over to, hey, we won't have one less man in the passing route, but we'll definitely have 2 guys on Watt at all times. That didn't happen, and we left that man out to dry. And it was either a hold or he was getting whooped. It was a hold to get whooped. And somebody tell me where Tyler Algiers was, because he got 3 carries for 20-some yards.
Yeah, man.
Larry, I said this. I said this at halftime. I said this when this show first started. I said the problem is because Bijan is a number 1 draft pick, they want to make him the star. That was the problem. I said long time ago, I said, listen, y'all gonna end up forgetting about the man who broke William Andrews' record that was sharing carries and has been not only just a running back going through the line and just being a gangbuster, he also can catch out of the backfield as well. And he's a one cut and downhill guy. And you're not gonna hit him with arm tackles.
Tyler set the tone of the offense.
Yeah, I would like to see him get more touch, but again, guys, that's when the politics get into it, and we all see it. That's the only reason Troy Anderson even see the field is because he was drafted high, and it was a reach.
Yeah.
That was a reach. And with a
Yeah.
new regime, you know it's a reach. You got a new regime, you shouldn't be playing politics. These ain't my guys. I got to bring in the best guys who's gonna, win. Maybe like Nate Lemon doesn't practice well. I don't know. All I know is that he's a dog on the field and he needs to start. Don't be trying to share snaps with that dude saying, hey, oh, Troy, we still think. No, figure it out somewhere else. How about playing him during the preseason? He needed reps more than anybody on defense to figure out what he actually good at. Because right
Larry, I
now,
said it a long time ago. He should have been an edge guy.
he
Because
should be
as
an
I
edge
said
guy.
before, as a linebacker, it takes intelligence up here. I get he played quarterback. I get this. But when you get a guy that's only played linebacker 1 year in college, he didn't come up in the system playing linebacker. He didn't understand what it was like to read and react. And you have that ingrained in you. You got to get off a 300-pounder you got to shed a 300-pounder to hit this back as soon as he hits the lane. You don't have those intangibles. I'm a defensive guy. I was a safety. I could tell you this. Linebackers are one of the hardest positions to play on the field. Period.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what nobody say. Now, I'll tell you this, at being a safety, you're on the island. You're the last line of defense. You're the guy that comes free that's supposed to make the plays, period, in that secondary. But linebackers, you hold a brunt of the responsibility of the defense, whether you're a Mike, whether you're a Sam, and whether you're a Will. And when I use those terminologies for my folks that aren't heavy into it, Mike linebacker is your middle linebacker. Sam linebacker is your strong side linebacker. Will is your weak side linebacker. So if you're not understanding that, I apologize. That's that football player and me coming about. Well, I'm talking like that. I'm telling you, that dude is a defensive end. That is what he is, because he doesn't have to think. All he would have to do is pretty much contain the outside. Because let's be real. You thought where Justin Fields and Najee Harris and those guys were going. He would have been able to get to the outside with his speed and at least force the ball carriers back into the traffic. That's what he would have been able to do. But I love Lorenzo Carter because he's a bulldog, but I'm going to tell you right now, Lorenzo Carter ain't it. He was cheeks today.
And on Ebiketie, same thing.
Thank you. Wasted pick.
Wasted
pick. I still stand on that. But K-Dub, I want to ask you a question, because you were realistic about the defensive side of the ball, because me and you was hard on Ebiketie last year, and Larry just brought up Ebiketie, and I want the whole panel to talk about this. For a guy to get drafted as high as he did with the expectations, do you believe that he became a player of that caliber because he had Michael Parsons on the other side at Penn State, and Michael Parsons made stuff easier for him? Do you believe he cashed in on a nice contract because of Mr. Parsons?
I mean, of course, like a lot of times when you have a great player playing on one side, the other side usually gets off in any team usually a lot of times. But I felt like we fell for the banana tailpipe, but we have to adjust to what we have. I mean, we kept them on the roster on our 53 man unless we start making roster moves. I just want to go back to what Scoop was saying. I don't want to be overreaction to the situation and give them time to fix those things. Because like I said, this is the first time. Nobody knew what we were going to do on offense. Nobody really knew what we were going to do on defense. It ain't like we gave up 30, 40 points. So, I mean, we have things that we can look at as positives, but we got some negatives that we do need to look at. And that offensive line is shoring up that offensive line. That's bringing other guys in. If that's sitting McGarry down and bringing in Storm Norton, we just got options and things that we need to look at. But I just feel like it could be a lot worse than what it is. I just feel like it's some things that we have to work on, but we didn't know what we need to work on when they didn't play the preseason. That's why I say that's a big whoopsie and a big mess up by Coach Ra. That's the first decision that he's made that I feel like he shouldn't have made that decision. Let those guys play, let those guys get familiar with each other, and let the offensive staff be able to evaluate you against other teams, not just that inter squad practice we had with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins don't have a TJ Watt. So It's hard to evaluate that when you don't let those guys go out there for at least a couple of series or a series or something to see what they got and what they had, what you have in them, because we could have made adjustments and going to get offensive line help and to basically shore up those holes that we do have.
No, I mean, I was talking about just Ebiketie. I mean, I get that. I was talking about Ebiketie on the defensive side because where we got gashed at today was because of outside containment wasn't there and we missed more tackles. We didn't give up a touchdown. No, we didn't give up a touchdown. But I'm just saying for the outside containment because Trey Anderson, to me, I feel like needs to take Arnold Ebiketie's spot. What you think, Scoop? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, K-Dub. Go ahead.
No. What I was saying, I agree with you. I wholeheartedly throughout the season, throughout the offseason, kept vying for this guy to be switched down to a pass rushing, to be a defensive end, and just pin his ears back and go get a quarterback because of his speed. He looks lost trying to cover guys in space. Not that he doesn't have the speed to cover him, but he just looks lost because he doesn't have enough reps at playing the linebacker position, like he was saying earlier. But Ebiketie, I feel like he keeps showing flashes. He maybe just needs more reps to get better and better. Well, that's what I feel about Ebiketie. But for Troy Anderson, and I also kind of feel like what Larry was saying, if he can't get it right, he maybe go get it right somewhere else because right now we're in a win mode type situation. And we're just tired of the excuses with every player, not just him, but every player on this roster. Man. I mean, that place was rocking. I've never seen it that packed, unless it's like a soccer game or something like that. Not for a Falcons game. Those people showed up and they showed out. And I feel like y'all dropped the ball on the fans this particular game. And well, I mean, I feel like we'll continue to be in there. I'll be in there. I got tickets to some games later in the season, but you guys got to do better. As an organization, as a coaching staff, and all around as an organization, we have to get in those playoffs and we have to make noise this year. You got experts picking us to win. You got to, just like Mr. John would say, take it off that paper and put it on the field. I've seen some highlights of splash plays here and there on that defense and on the offense. The offense just needs to stop being so enamored with Bijan. I mean, they have them everywhere, so it's like they're really putting their eggs in the basket with the guy. I think you've seen the best of Algier, and we got to win when Bijan was hurt last year. I hate for the guy to get hurt for them to remember that we have Algier, but sometimes it takes that for him to be nicked up and he missed a game. I wish they would learn how to play with both of those guys in the game. They had the one play, but they still made Bijan look good when both of them was out there at the same time. It was a very nice design play, but why the hell Bijan got to be the one to look good on the play? I mean, let Algier get some shine also. I understand he was a top 10 pick, but he's a very good player. It's been in this organization and broke records. So I'm just giving it off to somebody else. I'm still trying to stay in my positive mindset. I don't want to get hit a dog with this team in week one. It's a lot of football to be played. And I just feel like I still have high hopes for the organization, man.
I mean, I'm not going to be negative. My bad. Go ahead, Goop.
No, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me.
Yeah, man. So, AK, like, I'm not gonna like put him down or anything like that. And furthermore, like, even with you bringing up Zoe, like, moving Troy to Zoe's position because Zoe get a lot of snaps. Moving him to that position would be fine too, just to have him drop down. I think the difficult part is for the defense is that it's some new faces along with vets that they're trying to get a grasp of who does what well. And it's to a point now where we already know what Zoe gonna bring you. We already know what Zach. Well, I mean Zach surprised me today, but you know what like some of the linebackers are gonna do. Like you know what their strengths are. But again, I'm gonna still break this down. Like it's almost like looking in the mirror, looking at Pittsburgh, because we got a lot of similarities, even with the whole fact that we done had that offensive coordinator as our head coach last year. The biggest difference maker was TJ Watt. And that really just what it all boiled down to. If you talk about that game, all 4 quarters, the game plan that we had starting out was fine. Even though we got 3 points out of that first drive, we should have kept that same script, and we got away from it. But as far as like answering your question, Ryan, with Arnold Ebiketie, Like I'm not gonna go against them. Like you could easily say that it's a reach where we had got them, but I mean, you know, it ain't a lot of T.J. Watts and Nick Bosa's and Joey Bosa's that been coming out of college these recently. Like everybody trying to get their bag. Ain't nobody really trying to sack no quarterback like that. And that's really the issue. It's hard to find good pass rushers.
And
But
just think
I
about it.
shout out to Red Sleeves today. Because it's rare that you pick up somebody in the offseason and they come in with a pressure sack when you need them the most. And that's exactly what he did today.
And then help stop on the third. And remember the third down, he stopped him on that 3rd and 1 when they tried to get to the outside. That was huge.
The only couple plays that pissed me off with him being out there, they had him out there in coverage one time, and I was about to throw the dog on TV. All I need you to do is rush past the dog. I don't need you to go out there in no coverage.
If you throw your TV, do you have insurance?
I'm talking about all state neither. But no, I thought Grady did good coming off that injury. He looked good. He looked fresh.
Yeah, man, he looked good.
He looked fresh. Him and Judon will be a nice tandem, especially coming off the edge.
I just feel like
whatever. I just think with every Katie, man, look, I mean, you got flashing, but can you be consistent with those flashing?
I'm tired of the sparklers. That no, hell no. I'm tired of y'all saying this about flashes. No, to hell with the damn flashes. I don't need a Roman candle. That's what I don't need. Because guess what? Roman candles shoot, sparkle, and they go away. I don't need a Roman candle. I need a consistent candle. I need one of those Bath and Body Work candles. Or I need one of those Yankee candles or whatnot. The wooden Yankee candle that's got the nice crackling sound. You know what I'm talking about. I need one of those consistent flames that's gonna burn. I don't need flashes. Flashes ain't good. Because I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest problems we have, and it's gonna be next week, and it's gonna be when we play Philly. And I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't saying this to be negative, and I'm gonna keep this up. We just had one problem with TJ Watt. Now that's just one. I want y'all to think about this. You got Jalen Carter in the middle of the field that we passed on for Bijan Robinson. Yeah, I'm still salty about that. Damn it, I don't care. Y'all can kick rocks if y'all be like, man, get over it. Y'all go to hell. I'll tell you that now. Y'all can go to hell. You passed on one of the best pass rushers and defensive linemen in the game. And he was a rookie dominating veterans last year on snaps. He dominated in that Green Bay game. Jordan Davis ate because of that kid. Let's be real. Jordan Davis got pushed around when he didn't have him. When Philly got him, and you saw that, Davis done slimmed down, it was a problem. It was still an ugly game either way when they played the Packers, but you saw Jalen Carter controlling that pocket. And then you still had to worry about Nakobe Dean. You still had to worry about Nolan Smith. You had all these guys that were eating because of that one spot. And let's be real. When you have somebody double teaming, somebody coming free, and they controlled the pocket. Jordan Love did play well till he got hurt, but Jordan Love got hit a lot in that game.
That's a game breaker, man. That's what you're talking about, a game breaker, just like TJ Watt. You can plan all you want to, but those game breakers change everything.
Larry, they got 3 of them on their defense, bro. Not just one. They got 3.
Hey, you know what makes
no. Also, Saquon Barkley is a way better runner than Najee Harris.
Hey, you know what makes
I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, like, looking at what we have to face, Najee Harris is not of the caliber of Saquon Barkley, who is on a mission to prove, like, dude, I carried y'all. I got hurt. Y'all tossed me aside. So, yeah. It's going to be tough going up in Philly, man, but they got to win this, man.
And
because
in hostile territory. That's
in hostile territory on the road, because you got to win that. Because it don't look like that the Chiefs are going to have their early woes.
Larry, you muted yourself.
Mistake.
My bad. You don't want to be going into that game. Saquon Barkley is absolutely ran the heck out of that ball, and he was catching it too. So Those type of things we definitely going to have to be on the look for. Also, those pass rush in the front four. Pittsburgh pretty much got pressure on us all day with only the front four. Again, Caleb McGarrett, we're going to have to design something to help him. No, we're not going to be able to go out and do 5 wide all the time. Yes, we should be able to do it. Kurt picked up a nice couple of hot reads, but when you go back and look at the stats, Justin Fields outplayed him, and that can't happen. And Justin Fields didn't get any touchdowns, but he ran for a first down when he needed to.
He made the plays to win the game today for his team.
And he really did, and he didn't have no interception picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got sacked twice. He fumbled 2 times on the center that we didn't capitalize on. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, other than that, man, it looked like a preseason game offensively. That's exactly what it looked like.
Can help. You say you want to design something to help McGarry out. How about this? I'll start it, but guess what? I got the pink piece of paper. If you got the ink over there, we can go ahead and get his monkey ass cut. It's time for him to go. I'm sorry. I'm at that point. It's time for him to go.
Another thing I don't really want to see. I don't want to see Kyle Pitts try to block anything. I don't want to.
No, he can't chip. He can't be the one to chip either.
No, he can't.
I don't want to.
Bro, he a one-trick pony.
Do it. Go out and catch a ball. That's what you do.
Exactly. He's a one-trick pony.
He can't chip.
I agree with
and
that.
like you
guys see that chip when he pushed him basically past Langman. He pushed him past Langman. I was like,
and all T.J. Watt did was thank you.
Bro, all he did was get up on.
And that's when the ball got hit, his arm hit, and the interception.
Exactly.
And what makes Philly so bad? Dalman was bad. Dalman was bad today with Cameron Hayward. I can't picture Jalen Carter going up against Dalman.
Jalen Carter about to whoop his ass.
Davis.
And you think about
I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. We're gonna have to find plays to keep
people to come around that edge. It's a whole other thing for that pocket to be pushed in the middle.
We're gonna have to double them. We're gonna have to double them. That's just how that's gonna work.
And guess who comes after Philly? Guess who the defensive tackle is after Philly when we play Kansas City?
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
It don't get
no easier.
That's why I kept saying it don't get no easier. I mean, we're gonna take our lumps. That's why we gotta correct what we need to correct.
But we can't go 0-3.
But when you get a game like this, when your defense holds a team to 5 field goals, no touchdowns.
Yeah, no touchdown.
I ain't talking about the garbage time field goal to put the game away. I'm talking about where you held that offense where they are a strong running team. And then you take out a punter, and then you have a chance to win this ball game. Like, this is the play that killed the momentum, that killed the game. And I said this in the chat. It was when Pitts did not cover McGarry. It was when he didn't cover McGarry on that play because Bijan got the first down. We were starting to roll because if you notice, Kurt was starting to throw darts. He got comfortable. He got in the rhythm. And when his rhythm got stopped, everything got shot to hell.
Yeah, you seen the rhythm. You seen that we had a quarterback for a high second, and then it just went the toilet just fell out.
But Ray
guys, I really don't want to. I don't think we're going 0-3, guys. I really don't. I think we're gonna come back with a better.
Maybe 1-2.
I think we're gonna come back with a better game plan in the second game. Jalen Hurts didn't look the sharpest, so he can't be had. But Saquon is who I'm worried about. We need to focus on stopping the run. Jalen Hurts will give us some cookies. Okay.
Saquon ain't who I'm worried
about. Offensively, we have to be able to run and figure out some way to use Tyler Algier.
Jerry, you forgot about a guy. You keep talking about Saquon. It's 2 guys on that offense that could kill us worse than Saquon.
Well, I know Brown and
Devontae Smith is one.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say AJ Brown. AJ Brown, let's just be real. I love me some Javon Bullock. And Javon Bullock knocked his jock strap loose when he came across. But after he got hit and he got up, he looked at him.
He woke up. Yeah.
He woke up.
Yeah,
and when he woke up, Javon tried to tackle him. And I want y'all to go back and look at that. When AJ ran down that sideline and Bullock tried to get him, he literally palmed Bullock and threw him to the side.
And mashing like a child. Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
AJ Terrell is gonna be the guy that they're gonna attack. I'm telling you that now. I'm surprised Mike Hughes had a better game than AJ Terrell. Mike Hughes.
Mike Hughes did have a better game than AJ. AJ got cooked,
crazy.
man.
But AJ
got
was
cooked.
covering that best receiver though. So flip the side.
But here's the thing: you got two good guys you got two of those receivers that are number ones in the league on that team, and then we can't forget about Jaheim Dotson that's going to be in the slot either.
Yeah,
but
I'm not gonna panic.
But Saquon though is a different animal.
That's what I'm saying. Like Saquon,
like Larry
Saquon's a game breaker, bro.
Saquon is on a mission to prove everybody wrong, especially
Saquon is who we want Bijan Robinson to be.
Exactly.
And it ain't gonna happen because Bijan ain't got that dog in him like Saquon.
Hey, real quick, you know who Tyler Algier is gonna end up being for someone else?
Michael Turner.
He's gonna end up being someone else.
Michael Turner.
Oh yeah.
Remember this. Now I'm gonna give y'all a little something for my boxing fans out here. If you don't know who Saquon Barkley's uncle is, I want y'all to go back and look at Eron the Blade Barkley. That is his uncle. So understand that family is built different. Trust me on that. That whole family is built different because some of them are right up here in the Philly area. I can tell you that now. Saquon is cut differently. So again, when you got an uncle that stood toe to toe with Roberto Duran, freaking beat Tommy Hearns, and ain't got no fear, they bred different in that family. They are bred different. So when you got a guy that's got a fighter's mentality as a running back, that's dangerous. That is dangerous.
I just think overall, we didn't get the dub the way we should, but like I said, the defense did play pretty well.
Defense did their job.
They did their
defense
job.
Played excellent, man.
Well, even with the missed tackles, they did their job today.
Yeah, they were worn out. It was like a repeat of last year, man.
Yeah.
Defense on the field longer, offense can sustain none. But this was self-inflicted because we didn't play preseason. And I have to fall on the sword. After we saw Helms and old dude get hurt, I was like, all right, health is more important than getting reps for a veteran-laden team. I said it. Now, I did see someone mention it in the chat. My wife told me this too. She was looking at the press conference. He said and he told the reporter flat out, as long as I am the head coach, my tenure as a head coach, my starters will never play preseason.
Damn.
Maybe he'll walk that back. If we start off 4-3, maybe he'll walk that back. But right now, that's what he said.
Hey, quick question for everyone. How bad is it? Hopefully it doesn't happen, but how bad does it get before Michael Penix becomes a real option for Raheem?
If we're 0-3, everybody's gonna be screaming for this dude on my shoulders right now.
If we're like 1-4, something like that, then people gonna be like, go ahead and break the glass.
But here's the question though. Even if he does get in, if this offensive line is still a problem and he plays just like Kirk Cousins, what's gonna be the solution then? Because we know his talent there.
Yeah, but the only thing is he's mobile. I'm not talking about Michael.
But how many hits do you really? But let's be real, Glenn. With an NFL defense, every running quarterback, it don't matter who it is, every running quarterback is one hit away. Every running quarterback that you know, from Pat Mahomes, Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, Steve Young, all these running quarterbacks, they all get hurt.
Yeah, every last one of them. I know, I get that.
Well, we gotta have some mobility in that pocket.
He's a little bit more mobile right now than Kirk. Like
Kirk
we all know he's more mobile than Kirk.
And Kirk is still not fully healthy. And he can give you that mobility to move in the pocket a little bit more smoothly and freely than Kirk is right now. That's why people.
Graybeard, I want to say one thing, Graybeard, on that. What's our worst offensive lineman?
Trash can.
I understand what you're talking about.
And guess who he protects? His blind side. He's the right side. And Penix is the left-hand thrower.
Thank you.
So I would not put him out there. I've been saying this
for the longest. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. You validated.
I would not put him out there.
Okay,
I would not put out Penix with McGarry.
I agree.
I would not put Penix out there until I draft me an offensive lineman to be basically his right guard and be the left guard.
If he gets hurt, as I was saying, that's your franchise quarterback that goes down. Your general manager is gone, and your damn head coach will be gone if that happens. Trust me on that.
Okay.
For real.
I
Quick,
stand
fast, and a
corrected.
hurt.
My thing is this. I don't want Penix out there until we get somebody who can keep him upright and safe.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. We got the more tackles
out.
We got the more tackles out there on the damn count that we can go call up.
Nobody's giving up good tackles, man.
Nobody ain't giving up no good tackles,
But being real,
it's just like it's an analogy, like I'll say with Dion with Colorado. You can't build a powerhouse 5 school on the transfer portal because no one is releasing great talent. You know what I'm saying? All the great talent is staying put. Yeah. All the guys that's like 4th string that probably won't get to play, they're going out. You know what I'm saying? We got people that's on the Georgia Bulldogs right now that didn't play that could start on Colorado right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with, you know what I'm saying, trying to look at the waiver wire when the season starts. Unless there's a player who's like in a contract dispute that's not going to get his money. And most of the time, offensive linemen get their money. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when there was a possibility to get Trent Williams when he was still with Washington, I wanted that to happen. It did not happen. You know what I'm saying? So again, and San Francisco gave him his money, and he's 35 years old. Teams don't let great offensive linemen go.
Exactly.
Period. They don't. So
but I think we can all say, like, at least me, whenever I see Storm Norton, and to me, he always performs better than Caleb McGarry.
Oh yeah.
The only problem with Storm Norton is this. Now we love Storm Norton is better in pass blocking than
he can't run block with nothing.
That's not. And the thing is, the running backs have to set him up to be able to run block. That's what they have to do. And great running backs do that, but at the same time, there are going to be times where running backs can't set it up when you actually have to take one guy out and the running back actually has to go and make a guy miss. It comes at a price. At this point, as I said before in the offseason, that should have been if it should have been a tackle that was drafted in this draft. I get defensively, we had to get the D-line, but there should have been an offensive tackle drafted in this draft. There was a lot of them out there too. So
we should have drafted an offensive lineman, either offensive lineman or defensive lineman with Pitts. Not Pitts, with Pitts, excuse me. And that was the time and we would have never had to worry about it. The offensive lineman that's in he's with Oregon, I forget his name, but now he's with Detroit.
Yeah, Penei Sewell. He was a first round pick.
Yeah.
We should have got Sewell, or we should have got Parsons. Those were actually the picks we should have got. Those are actually the picks we should have got. No,
but we took Pitts because he was the shiny toy.
It is what it is now, man. We can't do nothing about it.
No. But here's the thing. This is a pay year for him. So guess what? Last year contract. He got to perform, Larry. You muted yourself, Larry. You accidentally muted yourself, bro.
Oh, okay.
And he got to perform, bro. Yeah. And here's the problem. If he don't perform, I don't want to hear all this. Oh, well, he's got the ceiling to be this. No. Here's my thing. He can't block. If he don't put up numbers, he got to go. I stand on that. Now, if he make me out to be a liar, I'm okay. I want him to be great, but the thing is, you can't be great with piss poor effort with blocking. You can't be a diva like that, man. That's called being a team player. Hey, if you are out for yourself, just say you out for yourself, bro. Don't sit there and say, oh, well, we got this here, we're doing this. Okay, because guess what? The eye in the sky don't lie. Everybody saw 2 times that you didn't want none of TJ Watt to chip.
No, 4 times.
And 4 times. And here's the thing. Kyle Pitts is a big body tight end.
Yeah, he is.
You're a big body tight end. You 230, 240. You should at least give him a damn shoulder.
Yeah.
Hey, to use a basketball reference, just like Trae Young doesn't play defense, but he's prolific on offense, which is why they keep him. Pitts has to be prolific.
But he's not. Yeah, but Pitts isn't prolific on offense, though.
Thank you.
That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he has to be in order.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Darren. And he's not getting separation at all. Like those linebackers underneath his jersey, like they didn't even have the double covering. He was covered.
Patrick Queen bullied him today.
But
he
yeah,
did.
Coach
He
Queen
did.
bullied him today.
but like Greg Olsen had mentioned, man, they don't play him enough as a regular, inline tight end
He
instead of
can't.
spreading them out.
They play him
He
at the
can.
height.
He can't.
I understand why they don't, but just saying that it's the reason why he's not as effective because
But
they can
that's a part of being a tight end, though. If you're at that position, part of your job, and you know this because we do this at Georgia. You know this.
Yeah,
If you a tight end, you got to block.
Yeah, you got to be able to block. You
Yo,
can't
if
play
you're
tight
skill
end. You can't
position
start
player,
at
you
Georgia.
want
if
to
you're
get
skill
on the
position
field.
player,
You
period, at
want
Georgia,
to
you got to block.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers was an excellent block.
He got
Even
freaking nature.
even Kittle out
Keepers.
there in the damn San Francisco will block. He's an Iowa guy.
Oh, you saw Washington out there blocking
Thank
on
you,
the Steelers. You
Darnell
know what I'm saying?
Washington.
So yeah,
But hey, that was Georgia
Granddaddy.
pilot, right?
yeah, that was Georgia.
Granddaddy.
That's what K Doug called him. He called him Granddaddy.
Granddaddy. Granddaddy gonna block. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, exactly. So yeah, man.
He walked like his
Very
feet hurt.
unfortunate,
That's
man.
my boy though.
Offensively, it was a preseason. Defensively, we stood on business, man. We gave up 18 points. That's all field goals. I'll live with that. I will live with that if all we give up is 3, then 6 in the second, 6 in the third, and then 3 in the fourth.
I just feel
With
like
a goal, with a fourth down stop to get the ball back. I will live with that all day and twice on Sunday. The offense, some way, somehow, if you can't count on McGarry to at least slow someone down, it was either get beat, get whooped, or a holding call. It just got down to that point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes,
So
long,
and then we could never chip with Pitts. I think Pitts gave up one good chip, but there was another time when Pitts was lined up directly shoulder to shoulder with him, right?
Yeah.
Pitts came up, and it was like he just went like this.
Oh yeah,
like he literally pushed the further out to the outside.
The good chip wasn't on Watt though, Larry. The good chip was on the other defensive end. It wasn't on Watt. That
wasn't on Watt. All right, so he didn't want no parts of Watt, basically. Yeah, he didn't want no parts of Watt. So I mean, look, man, it kind of is what it is. With that, we have a tight end that can't block, or we have a big wide receiver who can't run wide receiver routes. So which one is it? We are hoping that, just like Darren said, he has to be prolific offensively to justify being out there for 70% of the snaps.
Yeah.
If not, it's a liability. And if you got him lined up on the right side with McGarry trying to help Chip, that Chip ain't nothing. Like I seen him push 2 times today. He basically pushed TJ Watt like out of the way so he can keep running and go around it to the inside.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it seemed like they were working in unison. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how Chip goes. If I push it like that, you're gonna have the outside angle so you can push him. So you know what I'm saying, collide. So you push him that way, then you hit him back that way. Now he's all balanced. But you pushed him one way, and then McGarry kept pushing the same way. He beat you anyway. So yeah, all right. Look, man, that's one of the best in the league. They run in the family. Them guys got dog in them. We turn the page. Now we got to worry about pressure in Kirk Cousins' face with Jalen Carter, and N'Kobe looked like he's healthy now. So that's going to be a problem too, covering. I want to see how Pitts gets off of that.
Pitts going to have flashbacks to Jacksonville with that defense.
Look,
just for real.
I think we lost this game. Let's see what the coaching staff are made of with the adjustments. Let's see how we adjust. Let's see if we won't go into too many 5 wides. You know what I'm saying? Because we go into 5 wides and we can't block the front 4. You're playing into the defensive hands. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
I just want to see them lead the game off with instead of having Bijan lead the game off. Let's lead off with with the tank, man. Let's see what the tank got. You know, to start and lead off. Then ease
The tank.
Bijan in.
No, the tank. Yeah, I know, but the tank is what I had previously. The tank. Tyler Algier set the tone up for the offense.
He couldn't today, though. He couldn't today,
they didn't give him a
rhythm.
chance to, because Zach Robinson said in his press conference, and he said it leading up to the game, we're going to make Bijan Christian McCaffrey. We're going to make this
2.0. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Christian McCaffrey can actually block. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Let's just say this here.
He's physical, too.
Let's just be real. Cam Hayward got up on Bijan. You had Patrick Queen that got up on him and pretty much got up on him. Bijan ran the ball well. Not taking that away, but the little things that no one is going to look at except the true football fans or the experts, he didn't do the little things today. Just like the easiest thing was he could have fumbled the ball 3 or 4 times today.
He could have.
He covered up.
He covered up, but he carried it like a loaf of bread on the wrong side of the field when he was making his cuts and going to the outside. If you run into the left, ball over here needs to be close to the sideline and tuck. Because guess what? If it gets knocked out, it's a chance to bounce out of bounds. Everybody holds the wrong. If you look at running backs now, unless they're coached correctly, most running backs now carry the ball in the wrong hand when they're on the wrong sideline. Pretty much running down the sideline. They're always with the wrong hand, and that's just fundamental. It goes back to these little league coaches that's out here that's coaching these guys. Guess what? You got to start teaching these kids fundamentals, because these bad habits go further. But because of the talent that Bijan has, no one's calling him out on some of those bad habits of carrying that ball out, not tucking it when you're in traffic, when you're trying to make people miss. Like, if you have a smart defensive player, if I can't tackle you, Charles Peanut Tillman made a living off of that.
Punch the ball out.
Everybody, he punching the ball out, the peanut punch.
Yep.
So
he made a living off that.
Exactly. So when you think about it, you going against a Philly defense that have smart, aggressive football players. If they can't make the play tackling you, they're going to try to create a turnover. And that's something that a Vic Fangio defense is known for. They got an aggressive D coordinator in Vic Fangio that understands how to use that talent. What we have to do is make this a physical game. Keep the ball. Here's the thing. If we're going to throw the ball, give Kirk 2 seconds. You want to give him intermediate routes. If you're going to throw a deep pass, line him up in shotgun. But in this game here, it's got to be a heavy dose of Tyler Algier in this game. Bijan, you gotta let him work his magic on the perimeter. But in this game, you got to make this defense respect you, because they're just like Pittsburgh. But the difference is they're actually more aggressive than Pittsburgh, and they have more playmakers on their defense. So we have to, as I said before, we got to make this thing work. You know, this show couldn't be completed without the Crooked Deacon has entered the church.
Lord,
we got John Harris in the church. The Crooked Deacon has gotten in here. The benediction is now getting ready to be complete. What's going on, John?
Good to see you, John.
I should have gone to church today.
There you go.
I just should have gone to church today. Man, okay. I'm gonna say this. Raheem Morris, you made your very first critical mistake by not playing your starters during the preseason. This was your first crucial critical mistake. If this Falcons team looked like a car that came from New York City with rust all up on the bottom. That's exactly what we look rusty as all get out.
Yeah.
Except now your defense, now the tackling needs to be worked on. The schematics need to be worked on. But that defense, with all of those flaws, had you in position to win this game. When you have a 4th down stand like that, when you have a 4th down stand like that, man, you got to reward them boys with a touchdown for all of what they did. This man, that was just pitiful. That was just pitiful. I mean, and Kirk Cousins. Now I'm gonna tell you that last interception that he threw. If he had just lofted it up, just 10 inches, a little bit higher, to where it dropped down into the receiver's hand, the man was open. He was open.
Yeah, he was butt naked, John. But he got hit. He got hit.
That's what everybody keep forgetting. We keep talking about Kirk Cousins should have did this, but when are you gonna talk about the real problem? John, you've been saying this since this boy been here, and I've been saying it too. McGarry got whipped like a redheaded stepchild in Kmart back in 1977, bro.
Yeah, now
when you had a
that was the year I was born.
Well,
what's up, T-Dub?
And I'm gonna say this about, McGarry, and I'm gonna say this about your offensive coordinator too. Where were your quick passing plays?
Yeah, that's what I need. Quick pass.
Where were your quick passing plays until you saw whether McGarry could hold his side of the line? Kirk Cousins should have been getting rid of the ball 2 seconds after he got it. Okay.
They tried screens though, John.
It wasn't just McGarry, John. It was Dalman getting whipped up front.
Dalman was getting whipped.
Cable
was whipping Dalman too.
Yeah,
and it was only a 4 man. Right. It was only a 4-down lineman doing it, John.
Yeah, we couldn't stop for him. Yeah,
you're absolutely right about the offensive line. See, I've been telling people that. Well, Ryan, you said it last week. What I've been saying all along. I need somebody whose name ends in a vowel.
Mm-hmm.
I need
somebody that ain't got no ankles.
From the Isles of the Tongans.
Blocking and knocking people out the way. I mean, look, these jokers, man, McGarry looked like a mafia hit victim with semen on. He was getting beat in the run.
No lie detected.
Cement footed stuff. I mean, it was just ridiculous. So when you and then
oh shit, I'm in shoot. My bad. I almost fell out the chair laughing at you, John. Y'all forgive me. I gotta put money in the jar. I wasn't supposed to say that. Please forgive me. I accidentally said the S word. I almost fell out the chair. Forgive me.
That would have been that clip right there if you would have fell out.
And then on top of that, your offensive coordinator was running plays out of one freaking formation 90% of the doggone game. Why were you in the pistol where I'm looking over here at Arthur Smith? Arthur Smith had fields in all kinds of formations, 5 wide, 4 wide, running back in the backfield. I mean, boy, and this was supposed to be a game where your fans were supposed to see what you guys have been cooking up, especially in light of the fact that you all didn't let us come up there to Flowery Branch.
I know it. You knew he was going there.
No, we're not laughing at you, John. We laughing at what Artavius just said.
Oh yeah, I see it. But we've
had two good quotes today. Artavius got the second one. Cujo had the first one. Cujo said, as bad as they played today, they need to give up some money, or they need to get me a lady so I can get some, you know what? That was what he said. Cujo said it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just cleaning it up.
Just repeating it. But that and see how are we? Say for instance, the buying public, the people who want to go down to the games or whatever, and those people who have committed for those PSLs this year, because we sold out. How they feeling about next week? How they
Monday
feeling
night
about the week after that?
John, but here's the problem. There was still a ton of Steeler fans in there.
Oh yes, people sold them. Yeah.
Woo! They sold them tickets, John. It was think about it. It was more Steeler fans. I saw more towels in that stadium than I saw red and black. They showed a group of people in all white, but man.
Now, Keely, I just finished the show with one of the people that were down there at the game. Now, they said when the game started, it was more Falcons fans than Steelers fans. But as the game progressed, Falcons fans, you know how we do. We arrive late and we'll leave early. if the entertainment ain't right, we will leave early. And that's what they did. They walked off and left. They walked out and left. You know. Now I'm going to have to get some more reports and see how the crowd was. But
Michael, from what we saw on the camera, it was a ton of black and gold up in there. It was a ton of black and gold up in there, bro.
I agree with the first part, man. I barely saw any black and gold at the beginning, but as that sinking feeling happened that we might lose, people start leaving, and then you saw the towels waving more and more. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of people. I've never seen at a Falcon game. I've never seen people up in the rafters. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like up in the window like that. I've never seen that. So shout out to the Falcon fans that did go, but it looked like we had home field advantage for at least half the game. You know what I'm saying?
I think the cameraman from the pan to where their section was, we had a lot of the Steelers fans at. But man, I seen that thing packed. They showed up in there, but like you said, once the entertainment ain't to their level of play, they like, man, we're gonna beat the traffic. Man, the 8-town traffic ain't no joke. I got things I can go to.
Hey, and plus Philadelphia, Pittsburgh fans ain't had nowhere to go.
Flight was at 6 o'clock. Now, John, we talked about this. Remember what I said? I said it don't, and we said things don't get easier. You remember I said the first 2 games, you're gonna see 2 elite front sevens. Remember I said that on your show?
Yeah.
I said 2 elite front sevens. Now you're getting ready to see a younger front seven. This front seven is a veteran-laid front seven with Pittsburgh. Now you're getting ready to see guys that are in first, second, and some third-year guys that are in Philly. So it is, as I said before, on that one side, this is what this game got to turn into. It's got to be a game where we turn it into a short game. And when I say a short game, we're going to have to run the ball with Tyler Algier, make this a power game. Don't try to make this a finesse game, because if you match well with Philly's defense with your force, you have a chance to win. When you pretty much try to be a jitterbug type of offense, you're going to lose, because they are a pound the ball team. Hell, even their receivers are physical.
Now look, y'all tell me whether I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
Was Algier making the most out of his money, or was it Bijan?
It was Bijan who earned that paycheck today. We know
this. He put the work in today.
No, what I'm saying, for the time that Algier was in there, Algier was making it further downfield than Bijan was when he was in there.
They called a lot of his stuff back too, though.
John,
Algiers would have had over 60 yards if they didn't call it back. He had hold on, I got the stats right here.
I'm looking for Drake.
No, I got it right here. Drake only had 3 targets, 2 catches.
Okay,
here we go. So check this out. Bijan Robinson, 18 carries, 68 yards. Longest was 13 yards. Tyler Algiers, 3 carries, 21 yards. Call back a 15-yarder. Call back an 11-yarder also. So, yeah. So that's almost 50 yards off 5 carries. Algiers, 3 carries, 21 yards. 13-yard longest. 7 yards per carry. We have to not get enamored with the toys and find out what actually works. It seemed like, unfortunately, at least this first game, we are trying to figure out, like preseason, what's going to work, who's going to work. And look, like I said before, guys, after we had the injuries in the first game, I understood why he didn't really want to play people. But I also don't agree with him saying, well, as long as I'm the coach, we'll never play our starters.
And your ass won't be in Atlanta too long. You keep doing that.
You got that right.
I don't know, man. I
want him here, but if you keep screwing up like that and guys keep losing games like this, and if you don't deliver, as I said before, I said this before. A lot of people got mad at me. I said, if he don't deliver, he gonna be up out of here in 3 years, just like Arthur Smith was. If he don't
Not to
deliver.
mean you.
Because guess what? We shook, we moved, we brought in players. We believe in you. You're saying all the right things right now. But now all that booty chatter coming out your mouth means nothing. It's about these results that's got to show. And until you show these results, you getting ready to have people on your head. And the last thing you should have done was make that comment about and it's actually and they actually highlighted it because it was posted on Twitter as well. You can't sit there and say that you're not gonna play your starters in the preseason and they come out looking like the way that they did.
Yeah.
You can't do
Come
it.
on. Cause see now, look.
You can't sit on.
You're about to turn the whole fan base against you now, real quick.
Yeah. Because we got on Arthur Smith neck about that. So, we'll see, man. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say that I was a proponent for them playing after we saw those 2 injuries. But I will say that the defense looked fine first team.
6 field goals, man.
Yeah, the defense was fine. Red looked upset.
Wait a minute.
What's going on with it?
I got to do this one time. What you got on my 40, Red? What's up, Red?
Hey, guys.
You got on my 40, Red.
Guys, you guys gonna be surprised. You guys gonna be surprised. Red was the positive one in the eye test today.
You lying. Red normally be the one that be dogging everybody out. Worse than John.
He was positive. He was a ray of sunshine.
He's a ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Red, what you got, man?
Red was the positive one today, John?
How? Yeah, he was.
Wait a minute. We got some feedback. Who's got everything turned up loud in the back?
That ain't me. I got everything turned off.
Okay, so
Red, that's you.
Okay.
That's Red.
Okay.
Red,
okay, hold on. Oh, my bad. Game, I got a game on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, because I was about to say, man, we got too much feedback. I hear these things in my head.
Yeah. I forgot I was still here watching the game.
What's up, Red? What you got, man?
What you got?
Look, I'm as disappointed as everybody else. I'm just looking like, hey, the man should have played preseason. He was rusty as hell. Defense played good enough to win. And Kurt made some big time mistakes. Now, if he play like this, if we don't score 10 points next week, and he play like shit, I'm gonna be all over his ass like I usually am. But it's like I say, it's just week 1. I don't wanna overreact off of 1 week. You know what I'm saying? I know it was highly anticipation. The anticipation was high, but it's still just 1 game. If you come out and the offense look a little better next week, and the defense play just as solid, yeah, we probably won't be as disappointed. But we got to win next week now. We can't be going 0-2, 0-3 because we got KC coming to the Dome week 3. So we got to be in a better position.
And Red, you know, and we talked about this when I came on the eye test with you guys. I said the secondary is really going to be tested now. We got 2. The thing I love when I saw from Justin Simmons, he was the first ones ready to fight. If you saw that.
Oh, yes, he was.
First ones ready to fight. SWAT dog was ready to fight. That's what we call him up in here. SWAT dog. And the thing is, SWAT dog jumped up quick. He was right over there ready to throw hands. And then you had Bates right with him. So as Rich said earlier, when have you really seen anybody on this deal? Hell, even Grady was over there ready to throw hands. You ain't never seen Grady like that before. And let's be real.
Slapping folks and everything.
And let's be real. When we look at what we have coming next week, you got Saquon Barkley and Kenny Gainwell. Those are 2 good backs. And Larry pointed it out. But I talked about the secondary after what we saw with A.J. Terrell today. You got 3 guys that can cook him at any given time. You got Devontae Smith, who's 1. You have A.J. Brown, who's the other.
Yep.
You got Judon. I mean, not Judon. You got Dotson, who they just got from Washington. You got 3 guys who could be a number 1 anywhere in the league, and they're all in field. And then you got to think about Saquon Barkley, and you can't forget about Goddard. Goddard is their tight end, and Goddard is he's a solid piece to that offense that brings a balance with physicality in the blocking game, soft hands, and being able to pick up the tough third downs when they need them to keep the sticks moving. Now, the thing that scares me, and I'll be honest with you, we don't know what Mike Hughes is going to be like next week against either Devontae or AJ. That's the thing that I'm nervous. We know what AJ going to do. AJ got to get his head around. At the same time, which side of the field in the secondary you're going to be most concerned with? Because we need our safeties to be able to concentrate on being able to keep that middle of the field clean.
Our defensive line gonna have to dominate next week. I mean, they're gonna have to really take Hurts off. They're gonna take Hurts off his game and protect our cornerbacks next week. At least give them enough time to get in the position, so Hurts won't be able to get set and make perfect throws. Because if he make perfect throws, oh man, yeah, it's gonna be a field day next week. But if our defensive line can bother Hurts and get him off his game a little bit, that will definitely help our cornerbacks out.
Yeah, I feel you on that, Rick. That's a good assessment.
All right. So, question: who here listened to the Falcons game on the radio?
No.
Nobody. Okay, go ahead. No.
No. It's reasonable. I asked because I was watching this game and I was going, okay, something's up. And Arch and Dave, they really do a great job calling the football. Arch, of all people, lets it slip. Well, during the practices where, we weren't, that was behind the scenes, this is what they were struggling with the most. Not lining up, not getting set, and Garrity's having issues. If I hear my play-by-play guy diagnose what I'm seeing like that, I'm not happy. Especially when I hear my coach going, we're not going to play our starters. Preseason, we don't need no stinking preseason. We're ready. We're going to be ready. We're going to be ready. Mr. Politician, congratulations, Raheem. You now have earned yourself a nickname, the Politician. Because, boy, you'll smile and you'll give us a bill of goods. Now we want to see some results. Because, my Lord, Politician was hooking it up today. So, my thing is this. McGarity was getting beat up. Dahlman was getting attacked by Bitten. T.J. Watt just destroyed the whole game. And then, you know what? We know that can happen. We know that. But it's also, we didn't, you know how everybody talked about Drake, Pitts, Bijan? They always said, we're going to make them a focal point. How do you make Drake a focal point when he only sees the ball 3 times? How does Bijan, or not just Bijan, but Tyler Algier, Pitts? And that's the other thing. If you know your talent, why is Pitts blocking? This man is allergic to blocking, like I'm allergic to yoga, to being a vegan. It ain't happening. This man can't even stay. This man can't even stay away or get in the way. He finds a way around this. All right, folks. All right. Now, by the way, I'm down to 270. We're doing good. But anyway,
congrats.
Yes. But honestly, though, this man, move him around. Let Warner be the guy that's doing the chipping, if that's what it calls for. But my Lord, the way this game was, I hate to say it.
Keep calling him a unicorn.
Our preseason offense was better than our offense today, and we had the starters out.
Well, unicorns are a little on the sensitive side. Rainbows.
Yeah, they are.
And ponies and sparkles. But I told him I wanted him to be a mythical creature. I wanted you to be a centaur, half man, half monster. That's what I wanted him to be. But at the same time, you can't be half man, half monster if you scared to put pause on somebody. I'm sorry.
Right. Monsters block.
Thank you. Man,
Monsters run you over.
shout out to Mike. I got to shout out to Mike, man. Our boy Island Mike, he out there talking trash in Puerto Rico. You know, it started when Miami beat the Florida Gators. Mike was already on one. So now that Pitts played up and down today, Mike taking all kinds of shots at him or whatnot. So y'all University of Florida fans, hey, Mike coming for you. But let's get these final thoughts or whatnot, because we have gone over today. But you know, it was worth it. First game. We'll see what we look like on Monday Night Football. Let's see if we can get this thing together, because at this point, Raheem, your best bet is just to keep everything vanilla in your press conferences and stop trying to put too much on it. And at this point, what's up, Red?
I didn't drink from that.
No, I was saying, I'm listening. Go ahead.
So no, I thought you were talking, but I'll say this: I really believe that at this point, you don't need to do much more talking in the press. You need to just go ahead, get to the grindstone, because man, we need you to get this thing right. We've been suffering for this long. Terry Fontenot has provided you with the weapons. Figure out how to use these weapons and just execute. You got everything you need and more. And you got the city still ride with you. We're a little frustrated right now, but we riding with you. But be careful of what you say, because you definitely gonna turn some folks against you in the media as well as in the city if you don't deliver and you keep giving politician type answers. Telling you that now, and giving soliloquies like Dan Quinn. So that's pretty much what I have. Red, what you got? And then I'm gonna go Red, Graybeard, C Double, K Dub, John, and then I'll wrap it up for you guys.
Well, I guess the silver lining in all this, fellas, if Pitt keep playing like this, we can sure save money on that 5th year and definitely that contract that he's looking for. We definitely playing like that dude with that unicorn talking about a singer. I don't know what kind of horse. We're gonna call him Old Yellow after a while. We're gonna be calling him little Benji from those Disney movies. You remember little Benji from those Disney movies? That's what we call him his ass after a while. Too.
I ain't heard about Benji since I was a jitterbug, man. That's a long time ago. You talking about Benji? He just called Kyle Pitts Benji. That's a downgrade from being a government mule. Damn.
That dog Benji.
Yeah, that dog is dead. Yes.
He was a legend.
He called him Benji.
Don't act like y'all don't agree.
I'm right there with you. I've been on that train. I want the man to do well, but at this point, he playing for a contract. So, hey, if you don't perform, hey, you can't really say nothing.
Yeah. No, that one of those blocks he gave today when Kirk got sacked, that wasn't even a block, man. I was like, Pitts, what the hell are you doing?
That was a lookout block.
Hey, look out, he coming.
Right. Right.
I'm going
to get my final. Hey, we appreciate you, Red. Go ahead, Graybeard.
Well, for starters, I'm not going. People, I know we're mad. I know I am, but we can't overact over week 1. They got a lot, and I mean a lot of football to be played. Go legend. Hopefully, the player and the coaching staff tomorrow will look at the film, and you know what I'm saying, take a look in the mirror, understand what we need to correct, and let's move forward. Hopefully, when we game plan for week 2, we'll go ahead and focus on trying to minimize the hit that Kirk Cousins got, because apparently he's still not as healthy as he thought and as well as we thought. So hopefully we get a good dose of Tyler Algier. Hopefully we can get that balance of Tyler Algier and Bijan. Like you get around, get the ball out of his hand quickly with some quick intermediate passing, try to get him in the rhythm early, and try to control the clock. If you don't want to get in a gunfight with him, control the clock. convert third down. Let the offense be the best defense. And, for the defense, dang, that's messed up. But, I mean, for the defense, let you go ahead and continue to build on the performance, not giving up no touchdown, practice on the tackling. AJ, you got your bread, man. Time for you to really get locked in and focus. And hopefully, man, we can see more of the pass rush in the upcoming week, man. So keep your head up. They got plenty of football to be played. Still rise up no matter what. Go Dog, Atlanta Braves, you were a disappointment this season. That's all I got.
All right, appreciate you, Gray Beard. C Double, what you got?
Man, it's simple. We're going to be looking at what we could have done, how we should have done. It's all about this. Fix whatever's wrong. Defense, it was good seeing Judon get a sack. It was great seeing Grady getting single block finally. He was making some plays. And look, we still have something good here. It's just this is what we were worried about, and this is what we're seeing. That's all we can do. And look, Raheem, you wanted the attention. Well, now you're getting it. Let's see how broad those shoulders are. All right, I'm C Double. I'm out.
Appreciate you. K Dub, what you got?
Well, just touch on reiterate. I want to just start off by saying, like I started off the saying the show is I'm humbled, and we have things we got to work on. Not having the work in the preseason is really affecting us, but I feel like we'll come out of that shaking off the rust. I've seen some bright spots on the team. I'm always going to try to stay positive at all times and not be the negative reflection of the team. I've seen good things from Grady up front with Judon leading in the backfield. So I think we can things that we have to basically add to what we did good. So we did some great things in this game, but we did some things that we need to work on. And they, like I said, recircle the horses, look at the film, correct the things that we need to correct, and have a better showing next week. Like what Gray Beard was saying, and some of the other people, let's get, and like you were saying, Mr. Historian, get some quick games, get that ball out of his hand as quick as possible, and let those playmakers work. Like I said, get the ball out quick. It may be short passes, but let you guys go out and just go get those jack yards. As far as the defense, I feel like the defense played pretty well for them just being their first game all together out there. Of course, you're going to have some defensive lapses. One thing that AJ doesn't do well is play against some of those receivers. So I don't know. We got to do some things that maybe high hit discrepancies. They've already paid him now. So I mean, if that's following some of the things to the safety, but I've seen Bankhead make a couple of blundered mistakes today. So this thing we got to get correct. I just feel like that's time on the field playing together. This defense will be a lot 10 years ahead, better, 3 or 4 weeks from now, playing together and getting that camaraderie and that continuity together on the field. I want to say nothing but there's nothing but positive things about the situation. We're gonna get better. I'm gonna believe in it and stand on it. For as Raheem and his comments today, I need to give you a slap on the wrist for that, man, because I've had nothing but positive things to say about you about ever since you've gotten hired. But I feel like that was being a little arrogant and in your ego by saying that those guys that need to play in the preseason. We all blatantly saw if you got good vision or if you got corrective vision, we all seen on the field that those guys needed those reps. And I don't care what you say about it, even with the season-ending injuries, like Larry was saying earlier in the show, we still have to see what we have. You still have to see what your injuries are a part of the game. That's why you have the waiver wire and guys sitting on the couch that you can bring in, because throughout the course of a 17-game season, you're going to have to call those guys somewhere down the season anyway, maybe week 15, week 16, because injuries are a part of this game. But other than that, in closing arguments, just do better next week and go Falcons forever.
Appreciate you, K-Dub. John?
Oh, boy. I just got a blurb across the phone from Bleacher Report, and the articles, the lead into the article says, why the Falcons were unprepared week 1. That's their impression of what it was that they saw. We already know what we feel about how they looked. This has to be corrected, and it has to be corrected yesterday, because with all of the thoughts about how good we could be leading the division, winning the division, not by just us talking here now, but national pundits, you got to show better than what you showed today. Your offensive coordinator did not earn 1 penny of his game check today. Didn't earn anything today. So it's just a situation where I'm just numb. I'm so angry that I'm numb, because that was just horrific on the offensive side of the ball once again.
Well, I definitely appreciate you putting that out there, John. I'm gonna definitely tell the folks where you at, where they can find you before I wrap this thing up, my guy.
Yes, the show and the channel is called The Eye Test. We'll be on Wednesday night at 10 o'clock, and hopefully, Ryan, you can drop through and we can chop this up a little bit more, because we've cut it into real bones. Now it's time to chop it up into chopped pork, and that's what we're going to do Wednesday night.
I'm just telling, look, John, I can't wait to get you at that party that we got going on the 29th. We play the Saints, because guess what? Now we get to chop it up in person. That's the best part. So all the trash talk, everything that we see, we all get to sit down in front of the screen and we all see it at the same time. Ain't gonna be, like Bernie Mac say, I don't come for no foolishness.
That's right.
I ain't coming for no foolishness.
It'll be it'll be a pleasurable thing to sit down and caucus, just like we in a Senate confirmation hearing or in a convention or whatever. And we can sit down and we can, go at it eye to eye, grill to grill, and hey, work this thing out.
Yes, sir. Well, appreciate you coming through, John. John the Crooked Deacon has come through without the offering plate today. You know it was bad. We ain't past that.
I couldn't do it to the congregation today. I just couldn't do that to them.
It's all right. We got enough money stashed up from the last season, so we got you. Appreciate you coming through, John.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the BirdCage's edition of the Benediction. But before we go, we want to make sure that we hit you guys up with a little something right here, just so you remember, we still got some tickets available for this party we got coming up. Just a little something for you.
What the hell going on here?
What's going on here is pretty much the Saints versus the Falcons, September the 29th at Dave & Buster's. We call this the hunting grounds. So all the fans of the BirdCage and the Falcons are welcome to come. We definitely would love to have you there. Also, we have a live show that will be taking place after the game. We're going to be giving out prizes for raffle tickets. So when you purchase your ticket, you're automatically in. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar there as well. So if you're not interested in the cash bar or the hors d'oeuvres, go ahead and get that food from the waiters and waitresses. So you can contact us at 404-585-1445 or the BirdCage LLC at gmail.com. You either get right or you get left. Ghost. BirdCage. So thank you for dropping through today for the benediction. Hopefully we don't have too many more of these right now, because I can't really handle that. So hey, sit back, relax, enjoy. It's a long season. We'll be back, but hopefully not for the benediction. Y'all be easy. This is your boy, the Historian. We out.